Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about zero-based emissions. Technology has been advancing, and of course the idea is to reduce emissions to create products that do not pollute the environment. Well, one company has come up with a hydrogen-based engine that can be used in construction, that can be used in farm equipment, that its byproduct is basically water. Well, let's talk about today on today's show. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can support the channel by buying us a coffee, or becoming a Patreon member, or hitting the thank you button. Let's get right into that information. Now, for the past several years, he's taken about 150 engineers and they've worked on this. As you know, a diesel engine, trying to convert a diesel engine to burn hydrogen is not the greatest idea for a lot of people, because if there's a lot of other problems that you have to concern yourself with, because one of the basic problems of burning hydrogen is its byproduct, water. Now that's great for the environment, but how do you take the output of the burning of hydrogen and oxygen and output it through the engine and get rid of it without destroying the engine itself? Well, let's talk about that. Now, obviously, he has gotten a lot of engineers to work on this, and they have come up with an engine that is sustainable and is now being sold all across Europe. They've got official certification for 11 different countries to be able to produce this engine, produce these farm products, and zero-based emissions. Let's talk about some of the things that they've already done. Not only have they created multiple ways of doing this and put into a great amount of money into it, one of the things they've done is, because you can take an existing farm equipment and you can convert it to a hydrogen engine with, of course, some special adjustments and a special tank to hold the gas. Now you can put this just about anywhere. And right now they have licensing in 11 different countries, including Germany, France, and the UK. And of course, in Europe, they have the most stringent safety standards of all. They do not want to have the chance of a hydrogen explosion. But how are they going to refuel these? Let's talk about that. So one of the beauties of this is they can bring the hydrogen directly to the farm equipment or construction equipment, and they could have these equipment right on site, creating the hydrogen, or they can bring them by trucks. Now, the only question that really was bothering me in a technical point of view is hydrogen must be kept in a special container, as you know. It must be double walled to prevent leaks from coming out. It needs to be insulated, and not only that, during the compression of hydrogen, what is going on there? And the other question, of course, is versus a diesel engine, what I didn't see is the amount of fuel needed to run the same amount of time. If a container, let's say, if 5 gallons of diesel will run all day for a piece of farm equipment, how much hydrogen will you need to run the same amount of time? That is a good question that they're going to have to be concerned about, because then if you're going to need more hydrogen to run the same amount of time, that requires a larger tank, more refueling. Now, the other question, of course, in this whole product development, okay, now that you've created the engine and now that you have zero carbon-based emissions on the output, what are you using to create the hydrogen? Are you going to need potable water, or are you going to need potable water? Can you use seawater? What can you use? And the other question, of course, is what is your power source? Are they going to be drawing from the power grid, which of course is made by whatever fuel source is being used at the time, such as coal or oil or whatever? Or will they eventually be using solar panels to create this hydrogen, which would make it a truly zero-based carbon system? Well, these are some of the questions that I was looking at when I was looking at the product. I applaud them for creating the engine and doing the things they've done. But it does bring up some other questions about how are you going to make the hydrogen, where you're going to store it, and where you're going to get the water from. So anyway, I hope this information has been helpful for you. I just wanted to report on the news on this fantastic product, this hydrogen-based system, which will help bring cleaner emissions. But it does bring up so many other questions about how they're going to accomplish the other part of it. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other videos, my other product reviews. And if you want to support the channel, you can either buy us a cup of coffee, hit the thank you button, or become a Patreon. And until next time, this is your Grandpa Casey out. I hope these questions have been helpful for you. Hope this information is. So anyway, the bottom line is this can be a fantastic movement towards zero emissions, truly, from the front end to the back, if the proper things are installed and proper things happen. But at the same time, it does add a lot of other questions as to the changes because of fuel consistency. How much fuel do you need to run the same amount of time? Where is the hydrogen going to be stored? And of course, how is it going to be manufactured? Now, if I haven't asked you already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can become a channel member. You can hit the thank you button to support the channel, or you can just buy us a cup of coffee by hitting the link. Grandpa always needs the support to help build you more content and more information. Don't forget to check out. We have plenty of product reviews, how-to videos, and all kinds of other great videos on our site. Anyway, until next time, Grandpa loves you. Don't forget to comment. What do you think about all this? Do you think that they'll eventually get to the point where we really true have zero emissions? Or is this kind of a farce? Because on one end, it's going to take more energy to actually create the hydrogen than is actually being saved. Who knows? I don't know. Put it in the comments. Until next time, you have a great day.